We have one of Alabama's senators here, Jeff Sessions. Thank you very much for sharing the evening. You've got to be able to relax a little bit because you're not running this time.
No, I'm not relaxed.
but I can see, we're watching the results come in from Florida, and it looks so close there. And,
it is close.
And the president really, or Mitt Romney, or whoever is going to be president next time, really has to capture Florida, it seems.
No doubt, Florida is very important. That is true, and I certainly don't think Florida is a lost cause, although the numbers are against right now. And it really depends. You remember in the President Bush's election, South Florida, several of those counties, Broward, they just huge votes. So if those votes have come in first, and the Panhandle in our time zone, those votes have not come in yet. So I don't think there's any doubt there's going to be a narrowing, and may well, I think, tilt Florida into the Romney column.
Right, because right now it appears that President Obama has a lead, but you're saying maybe not.
Yeah, it really depends on where the votes are coming from. The most solid Romney area would be the Panhandle, our neighbors in Pensacola, the military, Eglin, naval people there, and they tend to be very conservative. So it's going to be a long night, I think.
I think so.
This is a great American spectacle. I mean, just think about it. Millions of people all over the country going to the polls and making their choice, and our talking heads and senators and politicians, what we say means nothing, really. I mean, they are going to make their own mind up and cast their vote, and that's who will be president. And we'll have battles and fusses about it, but ultimately people are really good in this country of accepting those results.
Now, look into your crystal ball a little bit. Do you see another 4 years of gridlock on the horizon, possibly?
I can't imagine the president won't be more forthcoming about dealing with our debt course and our entitlement programs. We've got to save Medicare. We've got to save Social Security. We've got to get them on a sound path, and we've got to get our nation financially off this course that's leading us to fiscal disaster, as every expert has told us. So he's not led. In fact, he's attacked people like Paul Ryan, who actually laid out sound programs. Our Democratic senators have not laid out a plan. They refuse to vote, even bring a budget up, because it would commit them to something. But after this election, if President Obama wins, then I think he's going to have to tell his members to lay out a plan and let's vote on it. And it ought to be done in public, not a gang of six in secret, meeting here and there, plopping up a bill right before a crisis and demanding everybody vote on it. We need a long-time discussion.
Now, we've seen a lot of people who are not happy with the performance of Congress. Do you see another argument for term limits here?
Well, I think that's come back. You hear a lot of people talking about that. It did not maintain its momentum last time when it came up, I guess in '94. So I think that is true. Gridlock, let me just say this. Good people disagree. I was talking to one former Democratic senator who told me the problem is we get along better in the Senate than we ever did. The problem is we have big disagreements. And that's true, I think.
That's true. Senator Jeff Sessions, thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate that. Go back to Fox.